I ain't born for comfort, I'm born for distance. Diesel bound, dust breath. Let's go. Red clay in my veins, oil on my breath. I speak like the South and I ride like death. No metals here, just rusted chrome. Stories carved in truck beds and broken home. They don't salute boys built like me. We don't march clean, we break free. Tailgate preachers, backroad kings, raised on bullets, sweat and strains. I'm dust born and diesel bound, feet on fire, heart underground. No halo ever fit this head. I made peace with grit instead. I don't pray, I rev and ride. Ain't no shame in where I hide. From the holler to the edge of town. Dust born diesel bound. Every line I spit smell like pine and pain, like moonshine poured in a hurricane. I seen brothers fall and go, stay close. Ain't no room for dreams, just dose by dose. My soul ain't soft, fist weathered and black. Boots don't squeak, they leave a track. I built my name from busted chains and drove through hell just to stake my claim. I'm dust born diesel bound, feet on fire, heart underground. No halo ever fit this head. I made peace with grit instead. I don't pray, I rev and ride. Ain't no shame in where I hide. From the holler to the edge of town. I'm just born diesel bound. They said I'd burn out, but slow burns leave deeper marks. I'm dust born and diesel bound, feet on fire, heart underground. Every scar a southern vow. I ain't done, I just know how. No script, no crown, just wheels that own this town. Dust born and diesel bound, I ain't stopping now. Still riding.
This road's been baptized in smoke and grit. Vows ain't whispered, they're spirits.
Boot hill dust on the Bible page. Swore my word on that interstate. My preacher's vest was a flannel stain. Taught me grace through diesel rain. Cross hanging from my rear view glass. Shotgun shells in a dash. Ain't no choir where I roll slow, just bass lines humming through my soul. Ties preach sermons down the line. With each mile I redefine a gospel built from county scars and trap beats under southern stars. Diesel songs and blacktop vows, preaching loud where saints ain't allowed. Raised on sin and rebel tones, where whiskey speaks and God's unknown. I spit my truth through chrome and clay. Baptized in mud, I found my way. A sinner's hymn in southern sound. Diesel songs still hold me down. Tobacco breath and truth told lies. Mama's prayers still scrape the sky. Sheriff's light ain't holy flame, just heat that follows outlaw names. My boots talk back to judgment roads, where every track's a tale I've told. Ain't no church pew in this seat, just engine growls and echo heat. I never needed no steeple to feel holy, just asphalt stretching far and lonely. My prayers burn slow like oil on fire, and every verse I spit's a barbed wire choir. Diesel songs and blacktop vows, preaching loud where saints ain't allowed. Hoodie wet with midnight storms, raised in dirt, not Sunday norms. My altar's leather, gear shift worn. I roll through dust, forever sworn to southern grit and outlaw sound. Diesel songs still hold me down. Hold me down. Hold me down.
You don't measure grit in miles. You measure it in what you had to bury just to keep driving.
I got 6 gears and 1 regret. Buried it under miles I ain't looked at yet. The hood's hot like my past burning. Rear view cracked, but I'm still turning. My prayers got grease on them. My mercy smells like oil and ozone. Ain't no heaven at the pump, just a map full of ghosts and a trunk full of don'ts. I didn't earn this life, I outlasted betterment who couldn't hold the wheel when it turned sharp. Grit runs deeper than gasoline, deeper than blood, deeper than clean. I don't run, I ride slow with the storm in my chest and truth in tow. This ain't courage, it's survival dressed in rust. This ain't music, it's the sound of trust. Fading through static and steel. Grit don't shine, but it's real. I left pieces of me in truck stop stalls, on dirt roads lined with don't come back calls. I was baptized in engine smoke, spoke gospel through a choke. Every verse I spit got gravel in it, every silence I leave got battle in it. No label on my kind, I'm the echo of 10,000 nights that wouldn't die. They paved over our pain, but I still hear it singing in the chains. Grit runs deeper than gasoline, deeper than blood, deeper than clean. I don't run, I ride slow with a storm in my chest and truth in tow. This ain't courage, it's survival dressed in rust. This ain't music, it's the sound of trust. Fading through static and steel. Grit don't shine, but it's real. I got roadside scars and chokehold grace, burn marks from where I kept pace. I ain't here for applause, I'm here cause I ain't got nothing else that stays. Tires bald, faith thinner, hands bleed, but the grip gets meaner. If you find me gone in the smoke, no I ain't lost, I just finally broke through the noise and the legend. Where the road don't end, it just ascends. Grit runs deeper than gasoline, deeper than blood, deeper than clean. I don't run, I ride slow with a storm in my chest and truth in tow. This ain't courage, it's survival dressed in rust. This ain't music, it's the sound of trust. Fading through static and steel. Grit don't shine, but it's real. Let the road have my name. It earned it.
Ain't no soft roads made me, so don't expect a gentle voice. Raised on grit, not grace. My halo's been like the fender I chase. Backwoods taught me how to bleed and make pain look like a part of the creed. Ain't no church in the cut I roam, just rusted trucks and unpaid loans. Cursed out loud before I ever prayed quiet. Got more scars than peace, I don't deny it. Scars ain't soft, they're proof I stayed. When every road scream run away, I don't flex, I survive. 10 toes down, 4 wheels drive. Built from bite, not bar. Marked by nights that left me dark. I ain't healed, just hardened up and filled my gas tank with enough rough. I talk in gravel, walk in flame. Wrote my story in a dead man's lane. No pity, just pistol smoke. No, I'm sorry, just broken woke. Family tree full of blueprints deep. We don't cry, we don't lose sleep. Heart like a junkyard beating slow, still knocking like a no-fort soul. Scars ain't soft, they're proof I stayed. When every road scream run away, I don't flex, I survive. 10 toes down, 4 wheels drive. Built from bite, not bar. Marked by nights that left me dark. I ain't healed, just hardened up and filled my gas tank with enough rough. Call it trauma, I call it traction. You call it pain, I call it practice. Scars ain't soft, they're proof I stayed. When every road scream run away, I don't flex, I survive. 10 toes down, 4 wheels drive. Every mile's a memory cut, but I never once backed up. It's all I got, dirt and dust, but I made them count, and that's enough. Soft, never was. I wasn't raised on hope, I was raised on hiss and hurt. Red clay roads and them sermons. Mama fed me truth straight from the gut, not out of books, out of blood and cut. Daddy disappeared like the creek and drought, so I learned early what figure it out is about. Shoes stayed torn, but my words stayed whole. Ain't no shame in dirt, just stories untold. Every scar I got, it bite back twice, but I wear them like teeth in a crown of ice. Raised by rattles and red clay, where pain don't leave, it just stays. Ain't no lullabies, just steel in the breeze. Swamps my choir, I spit what it breathes. I don't run clean, I walk with sting. Voice like barbed wire wrapped in a ring, baptized in bite. I don't need to pray, I was raised by rattles and red clay. Every step's a warning, every look's a dare. I speak in the draw, but it cuts like a snare. No college, no sir, just yes or no. Either ride like hell or you move too slow. Got kin in graves and the ghosts on tape, and every cross on the hill got my family shape. I ain't bitter, I'm forged, and if I'm quiet it's cause I'm about to scorch. Raised by rattles and red clay, where pain don't leave, it just stays. Ain't no lullabies, just steel in the breeze. Swamps my choir, I spit what it breathes. I don't run clean, I walk with sting. Voice like barbed wire wrapped in a ring, baptized in bite. I don't need to pray, I was raised by rattles and red clay. They told me to soften, but soft don't live here. Only grit, only bite, only blood in the mic. Raised by rattles and red clay, where the ground remembers what the church won't say. I don't ask for peace, I don't beg for day. Just ride like hell till the sky turns gray. This voice don't heal its scars, this beat don't fade, it marks. From dirt I came, and bite I stay. I was raised by rattles and red clay. I'm from. seen a man outrun his shadow? Me neither. I left names in the bark of trees, buried sins under the floorboards and knees. Every town I pass still speaks my name, like a whisper through wood, through bullet and flame. I got a Bible in the glove box I don't open, and a locket full of lies I keep hoping don't rattle when the sheriff rolls near. But fear don't drive me, I shift in gear. I'm the ghost in the grain, born from thunder, bred in pain. Ain't no altar where I kneel, just wheels humming what I feel. I ride with dead in my rear view frame, no home to claim, just road in flame. If you hear me in the rain, know the dust still holds my name. Got a pistol I ain't touched in years, but I keep it oiled for the weight of fears. Every friend I had now sleeps in smoke, either 6 feet down or dreams that broke. I ain't pure, but I ain't fake, just tired of running for forgiveness' sake. These boots talk louder than I do, mud, regret, and diesel truth. I'm the ghost in the grain, born from thunder, bred in pain. Ain't no altar where I kneel, just wheels humming what I feel. I ride with dead in my rear view frame, no home to claim, just road in flame. If you hear me in the rain, know the dust still holds my name. I ain't looking for peace, just a place the wind won't forget me, and a beat that don't flinch when I tell it the truth. I'm the ghost in the grain, carved in silence, steeped in stain. No final hymn, no curtain call, just asphalt sermons and outlaw brawl. I don't haunt, I remember, with every mile like a burning ember. So if you ride and feel that flame, you're carrying more than just my name. I watched the town dry out before I turned 10. Watched names on tombstones turn to wind again. Learned to read from gas receipts and talk from folks who lost their teeth. Hope don't ride in trucks like mine, just rusted pride and borrowed time. I wore silence like a second skin, 'cause words don't last where storms begin. When the dust took names and left us bare, no saints to call, no cross to wear. We made fire from what we lost, built our truth from smoke and cause. Ain't no history books for boys like me, just scars hid deep where you can't see. We don't rise, we grind, we stay, living proof that dust don't pray. Brother left a ring in a steel-toed boot, left his voice in that shotgun loop. I still hear it when the night gets still, a growl in the wind that knows how to kill. Mama lit candles with diesel fumes, prayed in a whisper in locked up rooms. We ain't clean, but we ain't fake, we're the sound the thunder makes. Oh, when the dust took names and left us bare, no saints to call, no cross to wear. We made fire from what we lost, built our truth from smoke and cause. Ain't no history books for boys like me, just scars hid deep where you can't see. We don't rise, we grind, we stay, living proof that dust don't pray. I didn't bury them all, some just faded, some still right beside me, just quieter, But when my boots hit that dry earth, they remember, and that's enough. When the dust took names, it gave us will. We walked through fire and stand there still. Ain't no monument, ain't no flame, just men who move when they had no name. I ain't holy, but I'm real, and this road don't lie about what it steals. If I vanish, let the silence say he was born when the dust took names. And the dust still knows mine.
You can lie to the world, but long nights don't lie. They know what you really are.
I kept driving when I should've turned back. Talked to ghosts in the lines of the track. My past ride shotgun, real quiet and cold. Wearing every truth I ain't never told. Tailgate rusted like my first regret. Hood full of dust, heart full of dead. Ain't no mirror that shows me whole, just rear view truths and a busted soul. Long nights don't lie, they peel you clean. Pull out the voices you ain't ever seen. They know the weight in your gasping breath, the names you buried to outrun death. Ain't no rest on roads like mine, just prayers wrapped tight in turpentine. We ride in circles, fighting time, but long nights don't lie. Lit my sins with a match in the dash. Watched them burn in the glass and ash. I ain't proud, but I ain't fake. I bleed like the earth every time I break. My stories don't rhyme, they just exist. Told in silence and broke fisted fists. You wanna know me, right past midnight, that's where I live. No wrong, no right. Long nights don't lie, they peel you clean. Pull out the voices you ain't ever seen. They know the weight in your gasping breath, the names you buried to outrun death. Ain't no rest on roads like mine, just prayers wrapped tight in turpentine. We ride in circles, fighting time, but long nights don't lie, and neither do I. I made peace with the silence, 'cause it was the only thing that ever told me the truth. Long nights don't lie, they peel you clean. Don't care about gold or gasoline. They sit with you even when you don't speak, and show you the parts that make you weak. But I'm still here, bruised and dry, proof that even a broken survive. Ain't no sermon, just my cry. Long nights don't lie, and neither do I. Still riding, still honest.
Some men explode, some just burn slow. And never go out. I don't move fast, I move true. Step by step like pain taught me to. Every mile's a scar, every night's a test. I don't talk much, I let silence confess. My voice too deep for liars to mimic, too rough for choirs, too slow to gimmick. They said you'll fade, but I stayed. Built a throne from the mistakes I made. Slow burn keeps me breathing, when fast flames leave men bleeding. I ain't flash, I'm waiting time. A storm that walks, not one that shines. voice too low to dignify. Ain't pretty, but I'm still here. Slow burn, year by year. This ain't fame, it's survival dressed in black, with a flask of regrets and a steel-toe track. My rhythm don't chase, it drags the ground like boots on gravel in a one-horse town. Ain't no halo above this brow, just sweat, smoke, and a furrowed vow. I ain't afraid of the end, I've just been in it too long to pretend. Slow burn keeps me breathing, when fast flames leave men bleeding. I ain't flash, I'm waiting time, a storm that walks, not one that shines. Don't need no stage, just dirt and sky, a voice too low to dignify. Ain't pretty, but I'm still here. Slow burn, year by year. I ain't tryna win, I'm tryna last. Some of us don't race, we endure. Slow burn keeps me breathing, when fast flames leave men bleeding. I don't fade, I don't rise, I just hold steady beneath these skies. No fireworks, no final cheer, just a voice and smoke, saying still here, still here, still burn. Slow.
You don't choose where you come from, but you can damn sure decide to own it.
Mud in my blood, roots in the smoke, spit red clay like a backroad oak. I don't chase no crowns or praise, I chase still nights and hearts unraised. Got scars like fence line wire, every mile's another layer of fire. Ain't no throne made for my kind, just tailgate pulpits and state line signs. Mud in my blood can't wash me clean, born from the grit, not the in-between. Don't wear gold, I wear dust, speaking torque and outlaw trust. This voice ain't polished, but it's true, built from rust, broke clean through. Every heartbeat sounds like drums. Mud in my blood and I don't run. I learned drive with a busted gauge, heat in my chest broke out of the cage. No silver spoons in my pantry life, just burned toast and late night strife. Taught by uncles with barbed wire hands to take what comes and never stand for nothing weak, nothing false, just ride it out through every loss. Mud in my blood can't wash me clean, born from the grit, not the in-between. Don't wear gold, I wear dust, speaking torque and outlaw trust. This voice ain't polished, but it's true, built from rust, broke clean through. Every heartbeat sounds like drums. Mud in my blood and I don't run. It ain't about how clean you ride, it's about what you drag behind. And keep dragging, cause that's your story. Mud in my blood can't wash me down, I ain't never left this ground. Born in boots, raised in smoke, talked in grind, learned in broke. I ain't loud, but I'm carved in stone. Every back road knows my tone. Don't need no
with the frame. With the bolts where the joints don't talk. Frames been deep when the lane's deadlocked. Grit through hall where the sparks still walk. Torn with the frame where the heat won't mock. Whittled on steel where the crack runs dry. Names get lost where the seals lie. Grip that pace where the pulse won't shy. Torn with the frame where the weight rides high. Torn with the frame. Held too tight, now the binds in flame. Drags through fire when the gears exclaim. Ride don't quit when the past won't tame. Torn with the frame. Edges broke where the names reclaim. Pushed too far in a red clay game. Torn with the frame where the burn became. Stamped on stacks where the wheels run bare. No soft lane when the dust won't care. Frames hit sharp like the heat and glare. Torn with the frame where the nights don't spare. Lines ride deep where the tools compress. Still won't bend when the cuts dig less. Moved on grip where the crate confess. Torn with the frame where the shots don't guess. Torn with the frame. Held too tight, now the binds in flame. Drags through fire when the gears exclaim. Ride don't quit when the past won't tame. Torn with the frame. Edges broke where the names reclaim. Pushed too far in a red clay game. Torn with the frame where the burn became. Branded in chrome where the binds got mean. Frames ride raw through a rust ain't seen. Cuts through heat where the welds ain't clean. Torn with the frame where the cold gets seen. Roll through time where the roads don't bend. Marks stay sharp where the rust won't mend. Grip that fire when the rails descend. Torn with the frame when the fake pretend. Ride that arc where the flame gets drawn. Frames move loud where the weed get gone. Names hold weight when the fix is gone. Torn with the frame where the grit lives on. Torn with the frame. Held too tight, now the binds in flame. Drags through fire when the gears exclaim. Ride don't quit when the past won't tame. Torn with the frame. Edges broke where the names reclaim. Pushed too far in a red clay game. Torn with the frame where the burn became.
Got mud in my jaw. Ain't washed it down since the steel got raw. Split lips from a rusted flask. Eyes red, not from crying, just burnt flashbacks. Ran miles on a cracked frame. Bare hands pulling truth out of bent name. Grind slow like teeth on iron. Talking clean, but your boots say liar. I ain't preaching, I ain't teaching. I just left town with the map still leaking. Mud in my jaw, spear red when I speak. Ain't no metaphors here, just scrap and a leak. I ride low like the oil I'm burning. Don't run for the law, just keep turning. Grit in my food, dust in my grin. If you ride for the clean, you don't ride to win. Say you're real, but I don't feel the weight. I know real stares back when you open that gate. Ain't no hook, no chain, no glory. Just me and this damn back road story. Drag names through the spit and shell. Ain't broke, but I crack like a crate on a rail. Mud in my jaw, words got dragged. No filter, no polish, just grit in the bag. You rap for applause, I speak for the ones they forgot in the lost. Mud in my jaw, mud in my jaw.
Some soldiers don't give on the rolling stone. Begging that
I bled through a week with the heat, wouldn't quit. Where the sky came down like the whole damn pit, and the road ran sharp with a bite in the spit. While my hands turned black just from holding the grit. No maps, no mercy, no plan in the glove. Just a cracked old dash and a voice that shoves, saying keep your head low, don't beg for love. Cause the trail don't care if you're pushing or shove. Every step been debt, paid in sweat and bone. Every nail I drove it alone. Through the floorboards of life where the sins got sown. Ain't no soft seat left on this redneck throne. I got nailed to the backbone, buried in flame. Held by the rust where they carved my name. Ain't no choir, ain't no saint to blame. Just the sound of a man they couldn't ever tame. I got nailed to the backbone, welded to pain. Moved through the dark with a jaw full of chain. Ain't no guy pulling strings in this game. Just a soul full of fire that rides the rain. I slept in a rig where the wires ran wild, where the mold crawled up and the past got filed in the shotgun seats and a ghost-faced child. If the wheels don't cry, then the dirt gets riled. Been chased by drought, kissed deep by smoke. Whisper to the trees where the prayers all broke. Learn to laugh with the law as a cruel old joke. Truth don't ride clean, it rides and cloak. I've seen men rise just to fall like ash. Seen women spit lies with a halo flash. But the ones that stay ain't the ones with cash. They the ones who burn slow, hold tight and clash. I got nailed to the backbone, buried in flame. Held by the rust where they carved my name. Ain't no choir, ain't no saint to blame. Just the sound of a man they couldn't ever tame. I got nailed to the backbone, welded to pain. Moved through the dark with a jaw full of chain. Ain't no God pulling strings in this game. Just a soul full of fire that rides the rain. If I fall on this road, don't you dig no hole. Don't you drop no tear or pray for my soul. Just keep riding fast where the ditches stole what the world threw out just to stay in control. I was made for the wave, for the cut and wind, for the sounds that echo where the blood gets thin, for the nights with no roof and the fights I ain't win, but I never once ran, I just settled in. So if you see smoke from a frame to bends and the song sounds wrong where the highway ends, know I left this life with no need to cleanse, cause I live real hard and I don't do trends. I got nailed to the backbone, buried in flame. Held by the rust where they carved my name. Ain't no choir, ain't no saint to blame. Just the sound of a man they couldn't ever tame. I got nailed to the backbone, welded to pain. Moved through the dark with a jaw full of chain. Ain't no guy pulling strings in this game. Just a soul full of fire that rides the rain.
Some stories don't fade when the end is gone. Stay nailed to the backbone.
Ain't no road strong enough for the heavy I carry. Drag steel through the fields where the sun don't rise, where the roots grow sideways and the wind cuts lies. They told me lighten the load, but my back got wise. If it don't break the bones, then it feeds the cry. I speak slow, not cause I'm calm, but cause every damn word got weight like a song. You feel it in the gut, ain't for rhyme or charm. It's the sound of a man that outlasted the storm. No rope for the heavy that I walk through flame. You can trace my path by the ash in my name. Ain't no bridge left that don't lean on shame. I carry what you drop when you quit the game. No rope for the heavy, just boots and sin. No redemption coin for the weight I'm in. Every step a sermon, every glance a spin. I walk through fire, but I don't give in. I built silence from rust and bone. No choir behind me, just a dial tone. Ain't no messages, no calls to home. Just echoes that ride where the dead men roam. Seen scars painted on highway rails. Heard voices whisper in county jails. I ain't asked for light, I read the braille on walls made of grit and forged betrayal. No road for the heavy that I walk through flame. You can trace my path by the ash in my name. Ain't no bridge left that don't lean on shame. I carry what you drop when you quit the game. No rope for the heavy, just boots and sin. No redemption coin for the weight I'm in.
Every step a sermon, every glance a spin. I walk through fire, but I don't give in. They talk big, but they sleep real clean. I sleep light with a jaw full of mean. My bed's made of crates and unswept scenes. You dream safe, I ride the unseen. And when it ends, don't bury me near. Just leave me where the dust still sneer. I don't want flowers, don't need no tear. Just dirt and a path that don't disappear. This way, it ain't yours to take. This road, it don't bend, it break. This name, it ain't up for stake. I ride through hell for my own damn sake. No road for the heavy that I walk through flame. You can trace my path by the ash of my name. Ain't no bridge left that don't lean on shame. I carry what you drop when you quit the game. No road for the heavy, just boots and sin. No redemption coin for the weight I'm in. Every step a sermon, every glance a spin. I walk through fire, but I don't give in.
Ain't no road, ain't no light, just me and the weight that walks at night. Ain't no road, ain't no light, just me and the weight that walks at night.
They said the fire would change me, but it only made the skin tighter where the burn settled in and the wind don't say.
I walk roads that forgot their names, cross bridges that never finished their swing. And I leaned into rain that hit like confession. I spit back pain, not to prove I'm strong, but because it's all I got left when the light don't last. I broke bread with rust and kissed the steel that split my palms. The voice in rooms that never echo back, and I watched the sun choke on smoke from choices I didn't get to keep. These boots ain't holy, but they carried what saints dropped. And the map I follow's carved in scars I didn't ask for, but wear like warnings to every coward hiding clean behind a name. I never once ran from the weight, I just learned how to move with it like a joint that won't sit right, but still knows how to fight uphill with broken breath and no favor in sight. Scars ain't scared, they're just history written without ink and mercy. Every line across my frame is a reason I ain't folded where others faded. I didn't get caught for glory, I got marked by the cost of not breaking. This road don't remember your name, but it always honors your damage. I bled in the back of trucks with no license for truth where silence ain't peace, but punishment served cold with no verdict. I've held my breath in rooms that smelled like gasoline and betrayal, counting the seconds between lies and the sound of gravel, meaning someone else is coming. Someone else is coming. Someone else is coming. I watch fathers vanish like vapor, and brothers chase storms and never caught them back. And when I stood in front of mirrors that cracked before I blinked, I saw the version of me that wouldn't beg, wouldn't bow, never asked to be fixed. I ride not because I'm lost, but because stillness burns worse than friction. The minute I stop, the ghosts I locked, I come knocking. I ain't ever met a chain that didn't fit tighter once you smile, so I keep the teeth sharp and my jaw shut until it's time to bite back. Scars ain't scared, they're just history written without ink and mercy. Every line across my frame is a reason I ain't folded where others faded. I didn't get caught for glory, I got marked by the cost of not breaking. This road don't remember your name, but it always honors your damage. There's a place down in me where light don't reach, where heat ain't warm, just warning. And that's where I store the things I can't bury. Names, faces, choices made with hands that didn't shake. Keep stories under the ribs where fists used to land. And I walk like every step's a reminder that pain don't leave, it just learns your rhythm. I ain't sorry for how I speak, how I move, or how I burn what tries to cage me, because nothing taught me better than fire how to live with what can't be undone. If it bleeds, I've seen it. If it breaks, I've carried it. And if it runs, I've outrun it just to prove I don't fear what flees. Scars ain't scared, they're
they're just history written without ink or mercy. Every line across my frame is a reason I ain't folded where others faded. I didn't get carved for glory, I got marked by the cost of not breaking this road. Don't remember your name, but it always honors your damage. And when they ask where I've been, I lift my shirt and show the stories I don't speak. Cause these scars, they ain't scared.
The dirt don't doubt me, it just listens, holds what I drop, never judges where I bleed. I bury truth in fields that never bloom, but the grass learned silence before it ever learned green. And every step I took cracked the ground like it wanted to warn the ones behind me not to follow. I spoke soft, not cause I'm gentle, but because my words hit harder when they don't scream. And I kept my eyes forward even when the past showed up dressed like mercy. I ain't dumb enough to hug regret. This path I walk was never paved, it was carved with bad luck, welded by bad blood. And every time I thought I found a shoulder, it turned out to be a ledge. So I leaned into the wind, let it cut me honest, and I wore the cold like it owed me. Dirt, don't doubt, don't flinch, don't lie, it just holds what breaks and stays dry. I don't need forgiveness, just friction. I ride the way with no prediction. I don't run, I don't hide, I don't fade, I just bleed where the truth got laid. And if this road don't turn, then I wear the dust like it chose me first. They tried to clean me, name me, shape me into something that wouldn't offend the light. But I was built in rooms where prayers don't echo, only fist and fire ever felt right. My loyalty ain't earned with kindness, it's tested with time. So don't shake my hand if your grip ain't sharp. I've walked beside men who smile with blades in their boots and preach peace just to mask their urge for war. I've watched cities glow with lies while silence grew rich in the cracks between shotgun shells and bailouts. And I swore that I'd never trade my name for comfort, cause comfort never fed me when the cupboards were lined with rust and the night screamed. Dirt, don't doubt, don't flinch, don't lie, it just holds what breaks and stays dry. I don't need forgiveness, just friction. I ride the way with no prediction. I don't run, I don't hide, I don't fade, I just bleed where the truth got laid. And if this road don't turn, then I wear the dust like it chose me first. I got tired of waiting on justice that never showed, so I learned to carry my own scale. One side full of silence, the other full of scars, and I tip it depending on who's still standing when I leave. Don't talk to me about peace when your boots clean, when I've dug through the heat of 1,000 closed doors just to speak in my own name. Every mile I've burned left a mark not to be seen, but to remind the dirt I was here and I meant it. If I disappear tomorrow, let the ground explain me. Not in flowers, not in prayers, but in the weight of a man who never begged to be understood. Dirt, don't doubt, don't flinch, don't lie, it just holds what breaks and stays dry. I don't need forgiveness, just friction. I ride the weight with no prediction. I don't run, I don't hide, I don't fade, I just bleed where the truth got laid. And if this road don't turn, then I wear the dust like it chose me first. Some folks call their story in stone, mine's still wet in the dirt, and the dirt don't doubt me.
I don't want forgiveness, not from them, not from you, not from whatever's up there watching from a torn sky. I wasn't made for prayers or peace treaties. I was shaped by nights where sleep didn't show, by the taste of metal when the last word hits harder than the first bullet. And I still carried that one voice in my chest that said, don't beg for what you'd never give, so I don't. I've broken laws without blinking and walked back in the same boots I kicked them down with, not cause I'm proud, but because I refuse to lie about what made me. My mother taught me silence can scream louder than a pistol, and my father taught me nothing, which turned out to be everything. So if you came here looking
looking for the part where I ask for mercy. You'll leave disappointed. There's no altar in me, no softness left to carve into something new. I'm carved already, by rust, by flame, by grit that don't rinse clean. Forgive me never, I ain't asking. I buried parts of me in counties no one maps. Left fingerprints in truck beds that only ghosts revisit, and kiss mouths that spit truth sharper than steel. I ride with names etched in my ribs, not out of love, but to remember who showed me what pain without apology sounds like. I've watched people dress up their weakness and manners, like etiquette could save them when the fire starts. But fire don't flinch it, please. It just eats like I do, like I learned to. The only prayer I ever whispered was to the dirt, and even it stayed quiet. I ain't noble, I ain't right. I just refuse to fade the way clean men do. When I leave, I want the wind to stutter where I stood. I want the road to feel colder. I want silence to echo my name, not out of fear, but out of respect for a man who never asked what forgiveness cost. So if you came here looking for the part where I ask for mercy, you'll leave disappointed. There's no altar in me, no softness left to carve into something new. I'm carved already, by rust, by flame, by grit that don't rinse clean. Forgive me never, I ain't asking. And if that's the last thing I say, then so be it.
Some dirt forgets, some roads remember, but the gravel, it don't forgive nothing.
I've been dragged by days that didn't want me, chewed up by towns that forgot they had gates. And every shoulder I leaned on turned to splinters the second the sky turned copper. My name's been passed around in bar fights, mumbled by cops too tired to chase, and etched in the backs of women who love the danger more than they ever loved me. I ain't asked to be raised right, just strong. So when the blood dried crooked, I kept walking like the limp was the point. Ain't no church big enough to house my silence, and ain't no prayer strong enough to shake loose the guilt that grew roots in my gut. I don't walk for peace or redemption, I walk cause stillness always felt like a setup. Like if I stopped moving, the ghost would catch up and remind me what I chose not to bury.
The gravel, don't forgive it, don't forget the way your way shifts when you lie. Don't soften when your knees give out, don't hush just cause you whisper your sins. I don't run from what I've done, I just ride like the guilt's part of the gear. And if the road don't break, then I will, but I do it where nobody's left to call it weakness.
I got memories locked in glove boxes with cracked latches, cigarette burn shaped like people I don't mention by name no more, and a heart that beats in uneven time with the things I wish I never said out loud. I learned that truth ain't clean, it's jagged and rust fast. It smelled like sweat and sounds like silence after the door slams. The men I rode with are either dead, lost, or worse, happy, and I ain't mad at none of them, but I sure as hell didn't stay behind to clap for their peace. I kept the engine hot and the windows cracked so I could feel the weight shift when the past catches up. And if I ever do stop, it won't be the rest, it'll be cause the road finally spit me out the way it does to the ones who ride too honest for too long.
The gravel, don't forgive it, don't forget the way your way shifts when you lie. Don't soften when your knees give out, don't hush just cause you whisper your sins. I don't run from what I've done, I just ride like the guilt's part of the gear. And if the road don't break, then I will, but I do it where nobody's left to call it weakness.
If you ever hear my name in a song, just know it ain't cause I made it, it's cause I lasted, outlived my softness. Outwalked every hand that let go and found comfort in knowing that I ain't special, just stubborn. The kind of man who don't beg for love but don't flinch at loss either. I wear what I've done like a second spine, and if there's judgment waiting on the other side, it better come with fists, cause I ain't kneeling for nothing. Every mile I ride ain't a prayer, it's a sentence I gave myself, so I never forget who I had to become just to still be here.
Gravel, don't forgive it, don't forget the way your way shifts when you lie. Don't
don't soften when your knees give out. Don't hush just cause you whisper your sins. I don't run from what I've done, I just ride like the guilt's part of the gear. And if the road don't break, then I will, but I'll do it where nobody's left to call it weakness. Ain't no mercy in dust, but at least it don't pretend.
If you're reading this, then I'm gone.
Not buried, not forgotten, just past the reach of anyone who are cared late.
I left this note in dust cause paper don't last, where the heat eats names and silence writes louder than voices ever did. This truck's still warm, keys on the dash, see crack where my bag used to hold the weight of mistakes I never passed off. Ain't no destination when the road becomes your guilt, and I've been dragging mine long enough to know that the gravel ain't interested in excuses, just footsteps and stains. They say time heals, but time don't fix a thing when you don't regret what broke you. I didn't run cause I was scared, I left cause staying meant lying, and I ain't got the throat for that. I've been honest in every sin I chose, and I walked away from more sorries than I ever gave. If that makes me wrong, fine, but at least I ain't forgettable. Left this note in dust. For whoever thought I turned soft, I never needed forgiveness, just silence that didn't ask questions. Ain't no goodbye in this, just a mark on the seat and a name whispered through gears that don't stall. If they say I vanished, let them. I was never here for fame or closure, just a ride, and it's still rolling.
The road don't talk back, but it remembers your rhythm. And mine was offbeat, more stumbled and stride, but I still made it louder than the ones who stood still. Don't cry for me, cry for the ones who got quiet too soon, the ones who stopped speaking truth cause comfort felt easier than growing a spine. I got a church of scars that taught me what sermons couldn't, and when the weight got too much, I leaned on the devil with better manners than half the saints I met. Ain't bitter, just educated in pain and patience and peace that don't come free. I learned to live like the sky might fall, so when it does I ain't surprised, just ready.
Left this note in dust. Whoever thought I turned soft, I never needed forgiveness, just silence that didn't ask questions. Ain't no goodbye in this, just a mark on the seat and a name whispered through gears that don't stop. If they say I vanished, let them. I was never here for fame or closure, just a ride, and it's still rolling. If you knew me, you know I don't ask for memory. I just hope the tire marks outlive the talk. Ain't much else to give, just a flask half full. A voice box cracked from truths I screamed at windshields, and a spine that never bent to what it didn't respect. I took more wrong turns than I'll admit, but each one showed me who to stop trusting, and that's a lesson that don't fade. So if you're reading this hoping for regret, you won't find it. This ain't no apology, it's a wrecking, and the record plays raw till the needle breaks. Left this note in dust. For whoever thought I turned soft, I never needed forgiveness, just silence that didn't ask questions. Ain't no goodbye in this, just a mark on the seat and a name whispered through gears that don't stop. If they say I vanished, let them. I was never here for fame or closure, just a ride, and it's still rolling. If you want peace, don't follow me. If you want truth, start walking. Don't build no stone for me. Don't light no candle. I left my name in the soil and my voice in the dust.
where mercy don't enter the room, where the dogs don't bark unless death's near, and the whiskey knows you better than blood. I didn't ask for this weight, but once it hit my shoulders, I wore it like a brand, and never once looked back at who dropped it. I seen peace die with his boots on, heard forgiveness laugh through cracked teeth, and watched God blink slow while the innocent bled. But I ain't here to mourn, I'm here to remind that legacy don't come with flowers or smiles. It comes with gravel under your nails and words you never said cause no one earned them. I'm not the hero, I'm the echo of men who never made it, but rode anyway just to leave proof that the fire didn't kill everybody. Built in the fire, buried in dust, ain't no saint ever rode with this must. I don't rise clean, I rise loud, from dirt that don't forget and roads that don't bow. If you hear my name in thunder, it ain't myth, it's memory. What I built won't shine, but it won't fade either. I made deals with silence, bartered breath for grit, walked through churches that smelled like gunpowder and choices, and I found more honesty in the shadow of a truck stop than in any man's blessing. I carry names I don't speak no more, not cause they're gone, but cause speaking them makes me soft. And softness gets you left behind when the weather turns. My boots broke before I did. My hands been callous since childhood, made room for damage, and every mile I rode. Don't ask who I was, it reminds me who I had to become to still move forward. They say legends die, but we don't. We just disappear into the dust, so we don't have to say goodbye. Building the fire, buried in dust, ain't no saint who rode with this much. I don't rise clean, I rise loud, from dirt that don't forget and roads that don't bow. If you hear my name in thunder, it ain't myth, it's memory. What I built won't shine, but it won't fade either. I didn't come to teach, I came to outlast, to outwalk the noise, to leave tracks so heavy no storm could erase them. I don't beg for space, I take it with breath that smells like the past and knuckles still raw from yesterday. If you want truth, listen to the silence after I leave, that's where I live. Not in playlists, not in praise, but in that quiet fear when the light don't return and you feel the dust breathing back. I was never meant for gold, I was built in rust, and rust don't shine, but it don't break either. Building the fire, buried in dust, ain't no saint ever rode with this must. I don't rise clean, I rise loud, from dirt that don't forget and roads that don't bow. If you hear my name in thunder, it ain't myth, it's memory. What I built won't shine, but it won't fade either. When the road ends, don't speak my name. Feel it under your boots.